This is the belly fat no one wants, but most people have. And what's worse, it's not the kind you can pinch or zap away with liposuction. This is visceral fat, a hidden killer wrapped around your organs, silently pumping out toxins linked to heart disease and even early death. The crazy part, you can have a flat-looking stomach and still be carrying dangerous levels of it. But here's the good news. Visceral fat is actually easier to burn off than you think, if you follow the right plan. Real story and shock value. Just look at my brother-in-law Dayton. He's got skinny arms, small legs, not overweight by any stretch, but his DEXA scan? A shocking 33% body fat, with over 1,200 grams of visceral fat hiding in his gut. That's 50 times more than what I carry. And even more than Kevin, who's visibly larger at 38% body fat. But after following a simple plan, Dayton dropped his visceral fat by 50% in just 10 weeks, without extreme dieting or living in the gym. The surprising truth about food and fat. Now here's the twist. It's not just about how many calories you eat, but what kind. In a 2014 study, two groups ate the exact same number of calories. One ate polyunsaturated fats from foods like nuts and fish. The other ate saturated fats found in butter and fatty meat. Same calories, but the saturated fat group gained double the visceral fat. So yes, the type of fat you eat matters. Smart food, swaps that melt fat, Dayton's mistake. Ribeye steaks almost every day, loaded with saturated fat. Now, he swaps them with leaner cuts like sirloin and adds fatty fish like salmon. That one change slashed his saturated fat intake by 15 grams per meal. Add some realistic swaps, like avoiding sugary bubble tea and replacing it with protein-rich alternatives, and the transformation starts faster than you think. Even small daily habits like what's in your coffee can add up. Just ask my mom. She replaced cream and sugar with vanilla protein powder and cut 750 grams of sugar a month. The sugar trap and fructose bomb. Here's what most people miss. Added sugar, especially fructose, is one of the worst offenders. A 2009 study showed that people drinking the same number of calories, but from fructose, gained significantly more visceral fat. And it doesn't stop there. Their insulin sensitivity crashed too, setting them up for future weight gain. Fruit isn't the problem. It's the processed sugars hiding in cereal, sauces, and even healthy yogurt. But you don't have to give it all up. Just start swapping sugar for protein, like protein popcorn instead of caramel corn. Dayton loved it, and it shaved 20 grams of sugar from his snacks. The protein solution. In 2005, a study found that people who doubled their protein intake without any other diet changes lost over 10 pounds in 12 weeks, mostly from fat. Protein curbs appetite, preserves muscle, and helps your body burn visceral fat more efficiently. That's why we've built a full meal plan around protein-powered swaps. Easy to follow, even easier to stick with. Burn visceral fat with smart exercise. And here's something most people don't know. Visceral fat actually responds better to exercise than regular belly fat. In 2023, the biggest study yet confirmed that moderate to high-intensity cardio and interval training are your best friends. You don't need to sprint until you collapse. Just hit 75% of your max heart rate for short bursts 2 to 3 times per week. Even 20 minutes of intervals or hitting 8,000 steps a day can chip away at that stubborn visceral fat. Don't miss the next video where I share the 2 exercises that make all the difference. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there.